Good afternoon, guys. It is April 26th, 2021. Got this Hoover wind tunnel bagged upright. I do not have my parts in yet, but I've got more bags coming and a filter for this side, which this one was missing. And I probably could have gotten another pre-motor filter, but it looked pretty clean, so I'm just going to kind of leave it for now. But I still need to wipe it down. I do, kind of brush off like bigger debris and stuff like that. Yeah, whoever had this, it was in really good condition for the most part. I'm not 100% sure what everything is looking like inside, but I'm trying to look at that more. So, if I can get this one done. These Hoovers are honestly decent. They're better than most of your average vacuum cleaners out there. But, it is what it is. So, see what is going on inside of this hose here. Doing this best I can with one hand. A drill really helps. In this case, I will warn you, if you do opt to use a drill, make sure that the clutch is set really low for this plastic, because you do not want to strip anything out or break anything. It's really not that big of a deal. Apparently this is another section here that it screws on, so it's not supposed to be a wand as far as I'm aware. Second, guys. So that looks clear. It didn't seem clogged at all. Because I guarantee if this was clogged and stuff, most likely it probably would have been in the trash. Because people assume because it's not going to suck properly, it's not even worth, anything. But, these machines, for their time, were really good. I honestly think that there's no place for them to get rid of these machines. The only thing that I could see them doing is improving the filtration, because that's the one thing that I have heard is the filtration was never really good on these. But, people nitpick and gripe at everything with vacuum cleaners, it seems like, especially like the super techs that are like, oh yeah, nobody really, I mean, I understand, with Shark and everything, those machines you can't even get parts for, stupid things, so it's not even that I agree with, but, things like this, it's just like, okay, it's a bagged machine, it has tools, it has a lot of things that people want, and they're made well, so, which most people nowadays are like, well, bagged is kind of old-fashioned and nobody really wants it. Trust me, guys, the bagless machines are not worth it at all. In my opinion, most of them aren't. There are a few that are, you know, worth something to fix, but most of them aren't. In a lot of cases, sorry guys, I knocked some things down. So yeah, it's been pretty interesting. This one-handed, and I'm not doing well. Excuse the noise. There's another train right next to railroad tracks. It's honestly not that bad. Lived with it for 6 years, so I'm not worried. I just know it interferes with the video. So, okay. So, and then your bottom plate should come off right there. This is not all that bad. I do have another vacuum down there if I need. But I got most of the dirt, dust, and debris out of there. So I just bought a cheap paintbrush for this purpose. It was only like $2 at Walmart. It was really cheap, so got that for this purpose. The 3-in-1 oil can be used for the brush roller. I'm not seeing any signs of clogs, which is good. I didn't even notice anything performance-wise as I was, going through it in my last video. But it's I don't even know what I'm doing with this, to be quite honest with you guys. I really don't know. I may or may not keep it. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've just had a lot of vacuum cleaners. So I just picked this one up just for fun. Sorry about my camera work. This belt, the brush was spinning, and so that was good. But this belt probably needs to be changed. No doubt about it. This machine was maintained fairly well, I would say, by the previous owners. Not to the extent that I would maintain a machine, but it's still a lot better than what most people do nowadays. So let's have this outside. So yeah. So just want to take this out, and then we're gonna brush it all out, just like that. So, yeah, no clogs that I'm aware of. Just gonna get all this out. That'll slow down airflow. That. Put that all out. Okay. So now get all this brushed off here. Yeah, and you can take a wipe, right? It kind of just makes it more difficult. This is okay. So, okay. So, yeah, the belt area is fairly okay, I'd say. I don't think there's many issues there. You can wash this out in the sink. This is supposed to be the wind tunnel technology. It honestly kind of traps dust and debris, but it's okay. Yeah. So this roller, you can oil. Hoover still has some of the best brush rollers for the consumer, average consumer market. Hoover is really the only big box store machine that I would actually recommend. If you have to get a big box store machine, Hoover is really the only brand that I would recommend at this point. I don't recommend Bissell. I don't recommend Dirt Devil. I don't recommend Shark. I don't recommend, most of them, to be completely honest, I do not recommend Eureka at all. Complete garbage. I used to be able to recommend them, but not anymore. Not with the garbage they're putting out nowadays. So that'll roll like that. Now, what you want to do is make sure that everything is all clean in here. And then all that nastiness, I'm telling you guys. A lot of people do not keep these things as clean as most of us do. Those of us who love vacuum cleaners. But it's not necessarily their fault. It's just we're kind of nerds about it. As long as you just do basic maintenance, you're in good shape. I mean, change the belt, keep it clean, make sure it's not clogged, make sure that it's well maintained, and it should last you at least 10 or 15 years if you really take care of them. So yeah. Got it on the lowest torque setting. You don't want to strip anything. These are just long screws, so it really helps. If you have something powered. Looks in good shape. You can also throw some 3-in-1 oil on the wheels back here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I will say one thing. When you are maintaining these, please do your best to just make sure that there's no obvious blockages or anything like that, that will cause issues. First of all, it causes issues with it not picking up, and second of all, it causes the motor to overheat if your filters and bags and everything are clogged up. So you just want to make sure that your hoses are clear, this tube here, and this tube here, and your hose, and then the part that bends into here. Now, this is a Hoover, so this one takes, in particular, Hoover Y bags, which are really inexpensive and easy to come by. And you can get like high quality cloth bags for these. So that's nice, and it just pushes onto that connector tube right there. Where's my brush? There it is. So I'm just gonna brush it out a little bit. If you can get the cloth bags, I would recommend running those. It keeps a lot of the fine dust out. But the paper bags are okay. I mean, you're just gonna have more dust in your compartment and more issues. So you just want to make sure that you keep it clean. Like this would probably need to be vacuumed out. You can get replacements for these. Pretty cheap too. It just goes down in there. And put it in there. This does have a headlight. Take out a screw here, pull that lens off, and then there's a bulb that just pops out, and then you pop a new one in. You can get LED bulbs that'll fit this too. Where to burn out. Light bulbs aren't essential in a vacuum cleaner, but they do help when you're vacuuming under furniture and things like that. So to reinstall your bag, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, dust in my face. Try not to blow dust in your face, although you probably will not be putting a old bag back in, but in my case, I'm still waiting on bags for this, so just kind of push it on, give it a little twist, and it should be in there. So, and then you can take your cover, close it back up. So, all in all, these aren't bad, but you know, they do have their issues, I would say. And so, you know, just keep these maintained, keep them clean, and it should last you a good 20 years if you take really good care of them. So, hope this helps. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.